It's been more than 1 year I am owning the motorcycle and have been using this motorcycle in the city, highway, at night, at day, on twisty roads with pillion, without pillion, on road, off road, in less rain, in horrible rain, in heat, in winters, with luggage, without the luggage. Have done mods on my bike and have made it look the way I want. And I think I am in a good position now to give you a 1 year ownership review of the motorcycle. It's me, Muscle Rider, and welcome back to the channel once again. Starting with the city riding. One of the strongest territory of this motorcycle is the urban jungle. Engine is flexible for crossing smooth speed breakers at 4th gear. This explains how tractable the engine is. Slow speeds. Look, I am crossing the speed bump at 4th gear without engine knocking, and I have completely let off the clutch. Suspension is solid and balanced. It's on the firmer side when you are riding solo, especially when your body weight is below 65 to 70 kgs, like me. Adding a pillion on the back changes the story and makes the rear a lot more plush. Handlebar is not wide so that you can filter through the traffic easily. Just you have to care for those beautiful bar and mirrors, and those are costly as well. Apart from that, handle is light and tight for the city stuff. Also, the bike itself is light in weight and is tight and compact in dimensions, adding plus point for the city riding. But this also has negative points, like the engine heats up quickly, and due to minimal body panels, you can feel the heat from the engine, and pillion feels the heat from nice looking and sounding exhaust in the stop-go traffic.
हीट होते गाडी खूप हीट होते पाया म्हणजे ज्या साईडला एक्झॉस्ट आहे त्या साईडला प्रचंड गरम व्हायला.
But the things start changing as soon as they catch up the pace and hit the highway. Engine is smooth and refined to cruise from speeds ranging from 80 kmph to 110 kmph. Post that has some vibrations around 4 to 5000 RPMs, which disappears once you start flogging the throttle, and they are not uncomfortable. Also, which can be ignored as a character of the engine. Gearing is smooth. But the downshift feels stiff and rough. Could have been more smoother. But you don't need to shift down frequently, as this bike can go from 60 kmph to 160 kmph in one single top gear. Cruising in this pattern at relaxed RPMs will return you a superb fuel economy on this motorcycle. Have calculated multiple times while touring, the fuel economy never dropped below 33 kmpl in best conditions for me. Have made a separate video on tips and tricks to get a good fuel economy. You can check that out. Coming back to cruising. Cruising on the highway with the pillion is also a bliss on this motorcycle, but only if you have a short and lightweight pillion, as the seat is short even if it's flush. Also, you don't have much space for the luggage. If you are concerned with the space, then you can go for aftermarket luggage racks or official luggage racks from Tram. Also, they have various premium accessories which are affordable in price. For that too, have made a separate video for accessories with all the costs and fitting details. Also, the service costs are decent for the bike this premium. Service might change from location to location. Recently, I had some key and lock set issues with the bike. For that, they could not rectify it in the first time and had to visit the service center multiple times. Talking about the cruising, you will feel the need of aux lights if you are touring in the night, as the stock headlight setup is not powerful enough for touring and the ride.
The only thing I wish was the headlight. I can't see anything in front of me. Even if I switch to high beam, low beam, nah, nothing. Like high beam is bit more powerful, but nothing compared to the aux lights.
But apart from the highways, you will start enjoying the bike once you take it to the ghats. Even though the bike comes from Neo Retro family, this can make you smile once you hit the twisty roads. Bike is super light and compact for tight hairpins and stable enough for the fast flowing corners. To support all this, you have grippy Apollo Alpha H1s which provide superb grip on the dry.
टायर पूर्ण एंड टू एंड वसूल झाला घाटामध्ये. ड्यू टू दी शॉर्ट व्हील बेस ना गाडी अशी वळते ना घाटामध्ये फटाफट ट्विस्टीज. And the Apollo Alpha H1, damn, immense grip in the dry, of course. वेटमध्ये मला पण एवढा कॉन्फिडन्स नाही वाटला होता. It does tend to lose a bit on the wet surfaces, but on the dry, yeah, it's on point.
On the wet, I did not feel that confident though.
H1 performs so well in the dry, but आता मी पाठी लॉन्च करत होतो पाम बीचवर थोडा आणि सिग्नल सुटल्यानंतर the traction control does kick in. So either the traction control of the Speed 400 is too sensitive, or the tires are not providing good grip in the rains. म्हणजे असं कुठेही वाटत नाही स्लिप झाली आहे गाडी, बट तो एक कॉन्फिडन्स असतो ना पुश करायचा पावसामध्ये, तो येत नाही.
But to compensate, you get safety of switchable traction control.
आता ट्रॅक्शन कंट्रोल झाला ऑन.
Also, the suspension is beautifully balanced to take the highway potholes and to enjoy the ghats. It only starts feeling plush when you start pushing the bike too hard on the fast switchback corners. And to keep you safe, you get strong brakes with sintered brake pads and has adequate power to reduce the speed quickly. In addition to that, you also have safety of non-switchable ABS. These were all my personal observations which might differ from rider to rider. Hope I could cover all the points in this video. If you feel the video is useful, like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content and comment down if I missed anything. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys in the next vlog. Till then, ride safe and drive safe. Bye bye.